Good afternoon, everyone. This is the day after, as it were, the launch, the official launch of two leader candidates, or candidates for the leadership of the Free National Movement. In one instance, we have the incumbent Dr. Hubert Minnis seeking to be re-elected, and the former deputy, the Honorable Loretta Butler Turner, seeking to unseat that incumbent, Dr. Hubert Minnis. To join us, our text line is 423-4884, 423-4884. Who do you think has now coming out of this rally? Who do you think is coming out with the momentum going into the FNM convention on the 27th through 29th of July this year? 21 days yet to go. One, if you want to say one. Two, I say Loretta Butler Turner on point this afternoon with Jeffrey. They also have this afternoon an internationally acclaimed herbalist and author now with his second book out entitled Take Back Your Health, the ultimate guide to bush medicine. He is none other than Jamal Moncur. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Did you go out last night to the rallies?
Actually, I just came from Freeport.
Did the Freeport people talk about the rallies?
Not in the cycle I was in.
They talking about politics down in Freeport anymore?
Well, if they are, in the trenches, so I would not be able to hear the echo of that.
Oh, okay. I got you. So how is life in Freeport, by the way? I haven't talked to anybody out of Freeport by way of this show for a little while. What is going on down there?
Freeport is slow. The economy seems to be stalled. There's a lot of persons, that's living from paycheck to paycheck, and they trying to make ends meet, trying to make $1 to 15 cents.
Okay.
So that's one of the things.
But you have the shipyard, you have Borco, you have, an industrial sector in Freeport that hires and has employed a whole lot of people. Okay, tourism isn't doing too well, I got you. So why is it still in the doldrums?
Those places you mentioned, they hiring persons who already hired them. I don't think they're taking on the burden of the other unemployed people. You have a bunch of kids that just graduated out of school. A lot of different things going on. There are some initiatives that I see pending that my field will have an impact. We at New Life, as business person in the community in Freeport, we are trying innovative ways of bringing persons to Freeport. I always speak about Dr. Miles, how we tap into religious tourism. We are tapping into medicinal tourism. We have this event coming up in Freeport, and we have some people from Hawaii coming. And so the Ministry of Tourism has partnership with us in Freeport. We have the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Ministry of Grand Bahama has also put this event on the official Independence calendar. Take Back Your Health campaign is called. It just so happens that this epidemic of health crisis is not only affecting the Bahamas and the Caribbean, it's also affecting the world. And now the world is looking at the Bahamas, at New Life, and they're saying, I think you guys have something to offer. And so the officials at tourism, they realize that a lot of people that come on celebration, a lot of people that come off the different cruise ship on the plane, one of the first questions they ask is, are there any vegan place where there's no life? Persons who've been following us, and so we have scores of people now coming in, so we're trying to tap into that. We have some celebrities coming over for the event, and our intention is to get them to bring their following to Freeport Grand Bahama. So if we can have conventions, health symposiums, and we can have events slated 2 or 3 times a year, that can affect the tourism product, and that can help the taxi drivers and help vendors and other people. So we don't believe, we're trying to do our part, not just complain or wait on the government or other people. We're trying to do our part.
What is this event on Saturday?
Well, we have
in Freeport?
and we have two events. One is on Sunday, which is on the official calendar of independence with the Ministry for Grand Bahama, and it's the Take Back Your Health launch campaign, which is my new book. We turned it into a campaign where we introducing a tea tasting ceremony. We have a celebrity chef coming on, and she's gonna explain to people how No Life has impacted her. And also, she's slated to go on Wendy Williams' show on the 20th of this month. So she's gonna be promoting Freeport Grand Bahama on Wendy Williams' show, which have millions of followers, and she's trying to bring this type of people back to Freeport Grand Bahama. So it's gonna have a ripple effect. Also, I've just created a new friend, and I don't know if you know this guy, Dr. Leroy Thompson.
No.
Um,
Excellent.
yeah, he have a huge following, millions of people. I don't know if you heard the thing, Money Coming Now, Dr. Leroy Thompson, but he flew his private jet over there about, let's say a month ago. He met with me, and he want to do some of his conventions and some of his things in the Bahamas, and he's willing to also meet with the government and see how he could bring his religious following, which is a lot, to Freeport Grand Bahama, to the Bahamas. And so we're telling him Freeport would be probably a good place. He likes Freeport, and he's supposed to be flying back again for the event on Sunday.
So it's Saturday or Sunday?
Well, Saturday's going to be here in Nassau.
Okay.
And Sunday,
I know that.
yeah, we're at No Life.
Okay.
And Sunday is going to be in Freeport. And then Monday, we have a chef competition. My wife, she have a cookbook. She's be releasing with my book, a recipe book that's been long standing. People have been asking for it. Along with that, we're going to have this book. And we're going to have a competition on Monday where it's going to be a showdown with Caribbean bush medicine cuisine versus the celebrity chef. And so we're going to have things like the wild Spanish thyme, the champignon, the dandelion greens, the things that grows indigenous and wild in the Bahamas. We're going to show a celebrity chef and the world how we can make wonderful, tasty dishes from the things in the yard. And we're going against the famous Chef Aki, who's very popular.
The name of the chef?
Chef Aki.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a very popular chef, and she have a huge following. And she also, like I said, there's a lot of good things I'm planning for Freeport Grand Bahama that might direct influence. I just feel humbled to be here today to be the barefoot boy from Cat Island that is causing people from India, from Africa, from the UK, from Canada. All of them are gonna be coming to Freeport on Sunday just to be a part of this event. And so what I did was I sat down with the Ministry of Grand Bahama, and I've mentioned to them that we can also introduce these people to our culture, to the celebration that's going to be happening on that island. So what they did was they slotted in our event, Take Back Your Health, along with the scheduling for the other event. So what we're going to do at No Life is going to redirect these people. So now we've been to the Bahamas. We're going to redirect them to these different activities that's going to be happening on the island, and I think that's going to cause something great to happen.
Well, that's pretty good. But the book has been launched. Where is it available for people?
It's not available until Saturday, which is going to be the official, we're having a book ceremony at New Life, where we will be...
Book launch ceremony?
Yes, it's a book signing event. We will also have packages. We'll be doing consultations, speaking with persons about different packages, diabetes packages. We're going to be focusing on prevention. I know Anna Smith, those are doing a 6-week coaching program. They're going to be introducing the persons where we can introduce you to a system.
63-year history. The Progressive Liberal Party has had 3 leaders. Henry Milton Taylor, the original founder of the party, followed by Sir Lyndon Oscar Pinley. And I may wish to add, ladies and gentlemen, that on this day, July 7, 1997, Sir Lyndon Pinley resigned as the leader of the Progressive Liberal Party. How many years would that be now? 19 years ago. On this day, July 7th, ladies and gentlemen, Sir Lyndon Pinley ended his nearly 40 or so year reign as the leader of the PLP. That's a phenomenal accomplishment and achievement. And we, of course, salute Sir Lyndon for the great contribution he made to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. He was succeeded eventually by the present leader, Right Honorable Perry Gladstone Christie. But I am advised, Mr. Jamal Moncur, that my brother and friend and mentor and former boss, the Honorable Alfred Sayers, may be thinking about contesting and challenging Mr. Christie for the leadership of the PLP come the next convention, 2016. And I am also reliably advised that there may be a challenge for the deputy leader position, which is now, as you know, being held by your Cat Island brother and friend, the Honorable Philip, affectionately known as Brave Day. So we are having in the Bahamas, ladies and gentlemen, a growing up, as it were. Everybody last evening, every single one of the leader candidates called for unity. Here's what Dr. Hubert Minnis said, and I'm quoting. I know, like all families, we have differences, but we must get together and take the fight to the PLP. And we cannot lose focus on the real issues we face day in and day out. F&Ms, I am convinced still that if we speak with one voice, if we all move with one purpose, and if we follow one vision, one leader, no one can defeat us. End quote. Interestingly, and I don't know if you picked this up, ladies and gentlemen, among the crowd at Dr. Hubert Minnis' rally was prominently a member of the the Progressive Liberal Party, a sitting member of Parliament from the PLP, the Honorable Leslie Miller. Now, I don't know what you take from that, okay? I wonder if that is saying that the PLP, or only Leslie Miller, endorses Dr. Minnis for leader of the F&M.
On the internet, we wanted to get real plants, and we wanted to capture the plants in their natural environment. And then most of the research was on the origin of a lot of the plants, because over the last 7+ years, one of the questions people have been asking Dr. Sabi and me was, you said don't eat carrots, you said don't eat this. I think you guys are being too vague on hybrids. And so what I did was I seek to do in-depth research. I had a team, very good team. I had a very good lady from Pennsylvania that edited the book. And I had a very good research team. And it was very difficult because a lot of the plants that we consume, a lot of the food, has been drastically changed over the couple of centuries, that it's very difficult from a research perspective to trace a lot of these plants back to their origin. And a lot of the botanists, paleontologists, scientologists, a lot of the herbalists and the researchers, a lot of them they can't agree on the origin of a lot of these plants. And it's causing a lot of confusion. So when me as a researcher try to decipher or try to find the foundation of a particular plant, it takes a lot of time and effort, because you need credible sources and you need to find the something credible to put in the book, because you don't want to put something in there that is not based on something credible. And
science, my friend, on science.
Yes. And then what we find also is that even some of the plants, we had to concede that because of so much manipulation that was done to certain plants, it was almost impossible to find the true origins of certain plants. And today there's some form of amendment or some type of bill before the Senate in the US, where they're trying to abolish or eliminate labeling of food items that let the consumers know if it's genetically modified or not, whether it's a GMO or not. So if this law is passed, gone are the days where it will let you know if it's GMO or not. They want to get rid of that, where you know, you can say that this is genetically modified or not. Right now, we can look on the label, and it will say mostly, not all, this is genetically modified. This is a GMO. If this bill is passed, which is causing a lot of protests in the U.S., then and what's so sad is that, you know, I'm told based on some publication that came out that Whole Food is involved. Whole Food has partnership with Monsanto, and they are trying to outlaw labeling of genetically modified organisms. And that's kind of ironic because this is the one company that championed organic until they have
Monsanto?
no
Whole Foods.
But the FDA did a sting on them a couple of years ago where they found out that it was an organic food, so they had to take the organic label off it. And so I guess after that exposure, they link up with Monsanto, but nothing is new. But it's just made public now, and so they trying to eliminate your right to know how your food is processed, how it's grown, what's in it. And it's really a sad day and time. And you know, sometimes you try to ask the question: are we really progressing in 2016, or are we still in the Stone Age? You know, even though we have the amenities and the technologies, it seems as if, from a health perspective, from the things that is afforded to us and presented to us, we are still in an era where the quality of life is deteriorating and the mortality rate is increasing. And so, with the book that we released, we want people to use it as a template, as a guideline to take back your health, because our health has left us. We can't find it. Someone else have it. We need to take it back.
It's very interesting. And so this is, in terms of producing this book, it's quite expensive because you have to do a lot of research, which means a lot of travel.
Yeah, a lot of travel, a lot of expense in the book. It's not a boring book, a lot of pictures in the book, a lot of charts, a lot of expensive hours of staying, sometimes not sleeping for 3 days, trying to get those shots.
Are people getting the message? Are people understanding? Are people responding to the information that is out there today? That listen, your health is your responsibility.
Yes.
And let me advise you that if you don't take care of it, you're going to be burnt by it. Are they understanding?
People are slowly, in the Bahamas, in my experience here, people day to day, people are starting to respond, but the majority of my response is coming from abroad. It's like all over the world we are shipping stuff. I just shipped a package to Ghana, South Africa, yesterday. We have persons in the Philippines, in Japan, Australia, Canada, UK, the Caribbean. All of these people we are shipping to these places. And I'm not talking 1-2 parts, I'm talking about droves of stuff. They want what we have in the Bahamas. Our bush medicine, they want it. And so we have packaged it in a presentable way, along with the heat and tonic and the CMOS, which you know about. And Dr. Leroy Thompson, someone who had diabetes almost all of his adult life, a multi-millionaire, someone that when you Google money, his name shows up next to money. And so he now is telling many of the people you have shown this with about the Bahamas, about Freeport Grand Bahama, about what we are offering in the Bahamas. And I feel as if this initiative, this revolution, this epicenter of which I'm a part of, is exactly what Marcus Garvey spoke about when he came to the Bahamas. He said the Bahamas would be the last to know, but the first to act. Because when I see people from all walks of life, when I see FNMs, when I see PLP, when I see Los Angeles Lakers fans, and I see Golden State Warriors, and I see Cleveland Cavaliers fans, I see all these different people with different opinions, and they disagree, they can't get along outside of New Life. But when they come in New Life, there's a sense of harmony and unison and symphony. And yeah, everybody said the same thing when they come in New Life. I have diabetes, me too. I have cancer, me too. There's agreement. And if they follow our program, 6-7 months later, they also in unison. I no longer have diabetes, me neither. And so when they walk out of New Life, it's a separation again. I've seen people who haven't seen their principal from high school in 20 years. Guess where they find them? When they walk in New Life. So this seems as if this is what Marcus Garvey is talking about. When I see people that are celebrities call my phone, say, Mr. Monk, I've been following you for 6 months. I love what you're doing in the Bahamas. When I see that happen, I cannot, it baffles me. And so when I see the list of over 100 people flying in from the US and around the world just to come to this barefoot get Allen book release, how do you think that made me feel? So the response I'm getting from internationally is overwhelming. I had a lady from Texas who flew over last week Thursday just to take a photo with me. The thunder strike, we had a guy who was trying to get the thunder strike and he couldn't get it because there was some issue with DHL shipping the stuff out, and I think it was addressed and it was shipped back here. And he was frustrated and he called the phone and he was cursing on the phone from Washington DC. And he said, man, I work for the train company. And everybody on this train track that I work for, over 300 people have diabetes. And all of us are sick. I need to come get some stuff for these people. And he said, I need that thunder strike. He said, if you don't send that thunder strike to me, I said, oh, I'm scared. You know, he's going to say he's not going to support us. He said, no, I'm going to go to the travel agents, I'm going to buy a ticket. I said, hold on, sir. You're going to spend a ticket for $300 to purchase a product for only $60. He said, I'm going to do that. I said, don't do that, sir. I'm going to send the thunder strike to you. And it amazes me. If we have 10 calls, 7 of those calls are international calls. We have a German call from Japan. What is the healing tonic? Can you send that to me? I had a lady from Macedonia call me crying on the phone. She said, please, Mr. Moncur, please, I need your help. I've been in pain for 13 years. My friend and father mother, their daughter, had diabetes for over 16 years. And she told me that her daughter no longer takes insulin because of your intervention. I need your help. She's my friend. I said, where are you calling from? She's from Macedonia. I said, where's that? So when I see things like this happen, and I haven't been on your show now for almost 6 months, but like I told you, I wanted to come back here on your show, not talking again. I wanted to present something that I can give my people that is of value, that they can use to better their life. We are in election mode now. The gentleman told me when I came off the plane, you know what he said? He said, I went to the rally last night, but I didn't enjoy it because every couple of minutes, because of my diabetes, I had to go and pee. My bladder, I couldn't hold my bladder in. He said,
I don't want to say it. I was going to say, what the score is at this point, but I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. You know what I like is here's what I'd like for you to say. Why do you think that Loretta Butler-Turner would be enjoying the momentum coming out of last evening's launch? Why do you think Dr. Ewan Minnis would be enjoying the momentum coming out of last night's launch? Why? Many of you are voting, and many of you are choosing one side or the other. Yes, that's fine. But I'd like to know why you think either of these two candidates would be enjoying this momentum. What is it that happened last night, in your estimation, that suggests to you, yeah, he has the momentum, she has the momentum? What? Is it the size of the crowd that showed up to support Dr. Minnis? Is it the size of the crowd that showed up to support Loretta? Was it the nature of the particular launch itself in terms of its optics and its, presentation? Was it the speech by these individual candidates? Was it their choice of running mate, Peter Turnquest, Dr. Minnis, Dr. Dwayne Sands? But is making waves nevertheless. Jamal Moncur, the author of a brand new book, which will be launched this Saturday, New Life, in the Independence Shopping Center at the juncture roundabout East Street and East-West Highway, that yellow building to the southwest. Jamal, the new book is called Take Back Your Health.
Take back your health.
Take back your health. I guess these political leader candidates are saying, take back our country.
I heard that.
Different presentations, variations of that theme, but still take back our country. We're here. Text line 423-4884. 423-4884. Tomorrow we're going to be on the road. We're coming to you, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be talking more extensively about this. So join us. I'll let you know where in just a little while. But Jamal is going to talk to us for just a moment. 423-4884. Here on Jeffrey on Star 106.5 Even folks here on my other line is trying to have a word. Chief, this is that, and so on and so forth. So tell me, you are going to have this book available throughout. Now, people may not be able to come to New Life on Saturday, but nevertheless, it should be where? Amazon.com and
Yes, Amazon. As a matter of fact, the pre-orders has already launched it into a bestseller category for new books. So I'm optimistic that it's going to do really well internationally, and we're just looking forward to, doing book tours and traveling the world, presenting something authentic from the Bahamas to the world, telling the world that we are proud. And the reason why we chose this time, Independence Day, for the launch is because we feel as if bush medicine, even though it may be folk or whatever, it's something that our grandparents and great-grandparents is rooted into our culture. It is something that we know in the Bahamas that we are proud of. And other people, when they hear the word, the term bush medicine, they don't know what that is. I think we're the only place in the world that use that term. So when we say bush medicine, people ask us, what's that? Only a Bahamian can answer that question. So the contents of the book is written not from hearsay, conjecture, or rhetoric. It's written from my personal experience growing up on an island, bare feet, eating off grape leaf, growing up in a society where there was no electricity, there was no telephones, there was no grocery stores. We get our grocery from the food store. And right now people talking about the heat wave and this and that. God in His wisdom already foresaw this heat wave. So what He did was He allowed a lot of rain to occur early this year and last year. A lot of rain we're complaining about. And because of those abundance of rain, now we have an abundance of hairy mango, which is the best thing for the heat, and it's the best thing for the liver, it's the best cleanse for the kidneys, it's the best cleanse for the colon, it's the best source of sugar that you need in the sun.
hairy mango.
Yeah, we give it away. Say we want the mango, we don't want it.
Oh, listen, I eat as much of it as I can.
It's your way
Let me
of
tell you,
flossing.
sorry, not as much. I eat as many of them as I can. They are delicious.
They're the best mango on the
You hear
planet.
what I'm saying? They are absolutely delicious. Listen, take them, cut them up, make them into smoothies and juice and so on. And yes, of course, they get into your teeth. So what? The value, the benefit that they provide, it far outweighs that momentary inconvenience of whatever you talk about in terms of your teeth. Man, listen, eat the mangoes. And for me, I don't, obviously the riper it is, the more hairy it is. But for me, I like it half ripe. I don't like it fully ripe. But I'll eat it no matter how it is. And when people say, man, you want some mangoes? I say, as many as you have.
I know one thing. This kind of diet the dentists don't like because people, that's nature way of flossing your teeth.
Yeah.
So a lot of people ain't got to go get their teeth cleaned. This kind of diet.
Man. This is just, it's really, and the thing is, like you say, there is an abundance of it.
Oh,
I've never seen the abundance. All over the streets, people are trying to sell them, but of course nobody buys it because everybody has the mango. It's laden down. In my adopted mother's a yard, man, all over the ground.
I know a lady whose liver was inflamed, and all she ate was hairy mango, and the liver went back down to normal.
Whoa.
So that was no accident. That is a bunch of mango ripen all of a sudden. That's needed in this hot time. This heat, we need that.
And it's available for the next 2 months. So listen, pace yourself.
Once a year.
Eat a lot of it and have a nice, wonderful time. It's a wonderful experience. Wonderful. Jamal, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes to say what you have to say. Then I'll have to get to the subject of the day, which of course is the rallies last evening, the launch. And hey, a lot of people are responding. I want to get to some of those text messages and discuss some things further. I see that you're got a CD here, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Take Back Your Health Campaign. It's a candid discussion with the herbalist Jamal Moncur and the electric food demonstration with Shaniqua Moncur. Happens to be his lovely and beautiful wife, his boss, his teacher and mentor. It's an excellent DVD.
It's with a part to take back your health. As we coach you, we show you the food to eat,